Aloha friends, and welcome back to the kitchen. My name is Maria Emmerich. I'm a nutritionist who specializes in the keto and carnivore lifestyle, and today I'm going to show you how to make no-bake cheesecake bars with a brown butter crust. Super delicious. There's no nut flours or nuts, things like that in there. It's really awesome, and you can make it carnivore if you don't add the sweetener, so win-win. But come check this out. You're going to love it. Okay, my friends, now to make the crust for the no-bake cheesecake, you're using 1.5 cups of salted butter. And it's on a pot that has high heat. And the reason I'm using salted butter is because it tends to brown better. And that's what we're doing here. We're browning butter. Now, if anything, this video is good for brown butter because brown butter is good on absolutely everything. Seafood, steaks, you name it. That's how you make my steak sauce, the carnivore steak sauce. But we're gonna brown this. I'll speed it up so you don't have to wait because it's gonna take a few minutes. Okay, my friends, it's all melted and you can hear it's kind of sizzling. And I can brown butter without even looking at it because once the sizzles get quiet, that's when the butter is starting to brown, and you wanna come and whisk it like this. But if you're new to it, I would just stick by it because it can quickly turn black, and that's not so tasty. It's actually a French delicacy, but it just tastes like burnt butter. I know it's taken a while. So this crust, I tried to use just brown butter in the bottom, and I thought, oh, that's going to be great. It didn't turn out so great. And then I saw Bella she did regular butter, not brown butter, and then she added milk powder. So I'll show you that in a second. And it turned out awesome. I don't think she added any sweetener, and I'm going to. Okay, here, it's getting quiet. And it's gonna froth up. That's why you want to use a very large pot because it can easily spill over. Yeah, now it's quiet. See how the sound changed? And you just want to keep whisking. And you can make it as dark as you want to. I usually push it pretty hard, where it's very dark. All right, now I'm going to turn off the heat because it's going to keep browning because it's a gas still hot down there. Now, here, I'm going to bring this up. Now you have the option. See how it's getting high? You could use buttermilk powder or whole milk powder. Each one just has one ingredient. Okay, so we are going to use some whole milk powder. I've used both when I've been practicing. So we'll open this up. And we're going to add 1 cup of that. You're also going to add 1/4 cup of allulose. That's not going to be a very sweet crust, just a mild sweetness. And then we'll add, this is a 1/2 cup. So 1 and 2. Oh, geez. That wasn't quite done. So 2 cups, okay? And then I'm going to stir this up. And you just kind of want to heat it for another minute, just until it's really well combined. And this is like a shortbread graham cracker crust. It's really good. It kind of reminded me of graham crackers when I was little. All right. That butter is already very hot. That's why I don't have to, I think she cooked it for like 20 minutes. Okay, now I'm going to put it into my pan over here. Let's see, I don't want to burn myself. I have my cheesecake pan right behind it. And I'm going to pour that in. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to wait a minute because I've done that in glass and it's gonna shatter. So I'm gonna let it cool a little bit. Okay, now that is cooled a little bit, you can see that it got pretty dark. I'm gonna pour that into this pan. Kind of wanted a thicker crust. And if you want a thicker crust, you could just double the recipe. No, get all of that out. Okay, just spread it out evenly, and then I'm gonna put that in the fridge to set while we make the filling. Okay, my friends, I want to show you this crust. It's like super perfect. I'm just gonna cut it because I'll make another one. This is hard to cut just the crust, but look at this crumbly goodness. It's super, where are you? Here. Super delicious. Perfect for a cheesecake. Okay friends, so I heated this up. It's about 35 seconds in the microwave until it completely melts the gelatin, and that's gonna activate it. That's what you wanna do with this gelatin. Now I'm gonna whip this cream until we get stiff peaks. And now we're gonna fold the whipped cream part into the cream cheese part. And then I do suggest tasting it and adjusting sweetness to your liking. Kai would probably wish this was all cream. He does love that. And then you just fold it in like so. And then we'll put that into the chilled crust. I just put it into the freezer to chill more. So I'll catch you back in a little bit. And now friends, we have this creamy, delicious goodness going over the top of the chilled carnivore crust, the shortbread crust. It is really delicious. I am really excited for Kai's taste test. I'm just going to let this chill and set up in the fridge, and in a couple hours we'll do the taste test. That's the hardest part, is waiting, right? Okay friends, as I was making this cheesecake part, I was thinking, what if you added some of this? Some Further Food lemon collagen, how good would that have been? I was kind of regretting not adding that, but we're here for Kai's taste test. I'm just cutting this up for him. Kai's taste test. Hey Kai, where are ya? Kai's here, Kai's taste test. Look at that, lots of crust. Here you go, Kai. Kai's taste test. Give us a rating 1 through 10. Do you like cheesecake?
Yeah.
Yeah. You having a hard time cutting it? It's really cold. I had it in the freezer for a minute. What do you think of the crust? Or do you like just the cheesecake? We usually do cheesecake without the crust.
Yeah. I like the cheesecake part.
What would you rate the cheesecake part?
Like a 9.
I like a 9. What do you think of the crust?
Maybe like a
7.
7, yeah.
Yeah, I could tell. Yeah, you're used to not crust. But what do you want to tell people, Kai?
Cook with your kids.
Cook with your kids. And if you make this cheesecake, in the comments, give us a rating what you think. The cheesecake part and the crust part.
Yeah.
When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with PCOS, acid reflux, depression, and IBS. Instead of taking those prescription drugs, I decided to change my life with food. Yes, food healed me, and it's healed so many of my clients over the past 20 years of working with people. If you are interested in transforming your life, check out ketomaria.com. I'd be honored to help you.